At Ongondo Were's funeral, I had 3 very peculiar speeches. The first was of Edwin Sifuna lecturing the fake ODM experts. The second was one of the fake ODM experts issuing a rebuttal towards Sifuna. And the third was Raila Odinga setting the record straight once and for all. Let's start off with Edwin Sifuna.
Wakati nafanya kazi yangu, wengine wanasema Sifuna anapinga. Ile kitu najua baba aliniambia ya kwamba even after we donated our experts to government, ODM is not in government. Alisema mwenyewe na atarudia hapa. If ODM is not in government, the Secretary General of ODM cannot be in government. Surely people. So mimi nataka niwaambie kila mtu afanye kazi yake. Siku moja huyu baba Raila Omolo Odinga atakuja kuniambia mimi mwenyewe, hajawahi kuniambia kwa nini alinichagua kama katibu. Juzi wakati kulikuwa na nafasi, Mheshimiwa Wanga wewe unajua ulikuwa pale. Nikaomba baba, nikamwambia baba si sasa basi unipe promotion kidogo, wacha nikuwe deputy party leader. Baba akakataa, akapea Osoti kazi. Akasema Sifuna wewe baki hapo. Yeye mwenyewe atakuja kuniambia siku moja kwa nini alisema ni baki hapo. Hawa jamaa wetu, marafiki zetu wako kwa serikali. Mimi ile serikali najua ni serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ambayo ilichaguliwa chini ya uongozi wa William Ruto. Nimesikia ndugu yangu hapa anaitwa Charles Kamuren. Sisi Waluya huwa tunasema kama mwenye boma bado yuko na hajashindwa kazi, usimuongelele. Mimi ni mbukusu, kazi kinishinda kwa boma ndugu yangu atanisaidia. Haijanishinda. Kama msemaji wa chama amekaa hapa, wewe unaongeaje kwa niaba ya chama? Sisi tunajua pahali chama kiko.
Now immediately after Sifuna wrapped up his speech, the CS of Treasury John Mbadi came to stage to vent and tell Sifuna to spare him because he's also a member of ODM party, as if that is anything meaningful. Here's a tip.
Please, I am a member of your party. I don't belong to any other party. I belong to ODM. If I fail, there is no way 2027 you are talking about. You will convince anyone that ODM can run a government. May God bless.
So Sifuna has a problem with the so-called experts, and the experts have a problem with Sifuna. So that only meant one thing, that the party leader Raila Odinga was the one to calm the temperatures and set the record straight. But he failed to do so. Raila just sat on the fence like Humpty Dumpty. He praised Edwin Sifuna, but also told him not to go too hard on the fake experts. Here's a tip.
I'm bringing here today condolences from President William Ruto, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. They've all sent their condolences to the family. We as members of ODM must remain steadfast, and we must work to unify ODM as a strong political party. Yes, in a political party there's always differences of opinion on some issues, but the political party itself must have a firm stand on a particular issue. And that's why people can talk this way and this way. Ultimately there's an official position that will be articulated by the party. And the spokesman of the party is usually the Secretary General. So Sifuna, when Mr. Sifuna speaks, he's speaking on behalf of the party. But then, Mr. Sifuna, saa ingine hapana kwa chungu sana.
Now to me, this all just means one thing, that the president of Kenya is in very great danger. The same Raila Odinga deceived him in the Grand Coalition. Waliunda serikali na Kibaki, and by Raila Odinga's stroke of the pen, Ruto was fired as CS, or rather minister at the time, of agriculture. And now again Raila is back. You know, someone who stabbed you in the back once, don't think it's not a hobby. Pengine hiyo ndo kitu wanapenda. Raila is partially committing to Ruto's administration and partially attacking it through James Orengo, Edwin Sifuna, and Anyang' Nyong'o. In fact, it is just Sifuna who attended that funeral. James Orengo and Anyang' Nyong'o didn't go, and no questions were asked of them. So Raila will not commit to this government until such a time, or let me rephrase that, Raila will not fully commit to this government until such a time when Gladys Wanga has been picked as number 2 in this country. If the president is going back to the ballot with Gladys Wanga as his deputy, then Raila and Luo Nyanza and all these other fake experts and rebels will finally come together and give the president the vote. Failure to which, mguu moja iko ndani through the experts, ingine iko nje through Sifuna and the others. And I think that's good. It's good for the president to get a dose of his own medicine. Yeye anasaidiwa na number 2, anafika pale, anamsaliti, yeye ndo analipa watu kuenda kumuimpeach na kuwithdraw his security na kumwekea makesi na kufanya sijui nini, mpaka anaenda sijui Limuru anapigwa na gunzi, almost died. Now Raila is looking kurudisha mkono. He is attacking and defending, supporting and sabotaging, giving and taking. I believe there's many lessons in store for President William Ruto in this first term. Kuna mambo ambayo bado hajasoma kwa siasa. You know, in this life, learning is a continuous process. That is what our teachers told us. Ukimaliza hata PhD masomo ijaisha, kuna kitu unaweza soma huko nje. In line with that, the president is going to learn that there is a price for betrayal. There is a price for deceit. There is a price for turning against those who supported you, and that price is going to be very costly. Having to go and do a guard of honor and go to the dais under the supervision of the Chief Justice who you tried to remove by removing the entire bench, kupitia wale cronies like the former LSK boss. You will now have to hand over the sword. Vile ulipatiwa, you hand over the constitution. Huyu ADC uzunguka na rais yote, atapiga saluti ya mwisho, aende hiyo pande ingine, asimame nyuma ya Kalonzo, Gashagwa or Matiang'i. And Raila will be in bed with that government because that is his history. He's always gravitating towards power, the same way Mars, Venus and other planets are always moving around the sun. Wanataka tu mahali ya joto. To each his own. 2027 is approaching the event horizon. Let everybody buckle up. Now, at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do let me know your own comments in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. Do you think Raila is a deceiver, or is he the one to deliver justice to the president? Just drop me your comments. I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And in the event you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.